Bridget Jones is back. Our Lucy caught up with the stars at last night's London premiere.
I'm here at the world premiere of Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy. Our favourite big pants heroine is back for her fourth and final adventure in finding love. How like Bridget are you in real life? What are the bits that you're like and not like?
Oh, well, you know, the embarrassing, awkward public moments.
The movie itself is very emotional. What were the vibes like?
Oh, they were always good.
Yeah.
They were always good. I think with a woman like Renée leading the charge.
There's a lot of pressure, you know, coming into this world, into how beloved it is. And
This woman that everyone in the world feels like they're like. She's just like an absolute icon.
Have you had any Bridget Jones moments?
Mate, my whole life is one big Bridget Jones moment. I heard that she takes up with a younger bloke. I hope she does better with hers than I did with mine. That's all I can say.
Miranda is, you know, an icon on TV, just like Lorraine. Did you take any tips?
You've got to learn from the best. She's an every woman, but also you know that she's probably up to some dirty business. Offset.
Can I play one quick game with you?
Yes.
In this film, we see Bridget navigating dating apps for the first time.
Yes.
What would you swipe right for? Bad boy Daniel Cleaver or the hot new young one called Rockstar?
Daniel Cleaver. Rockstar.
Rockstar.
Daniel Cleaver.
Dating apps or being set up by friends?
At the moment, I'm only set up by friends and it's chronic. Being set up by friends, I trust my mate's judgment. Just can't do any dating apps because I'll end up in the sun.
being set up by a friend.
Okay, final question. Big knickers or sexy knickers? I've got them here if you want to have a look.
Hold on. I would rather die than wear those, definitely not.
I didn't buy them.
I've been doing it most of my life, really. It's one of the great life blessings.
You have seen the movie. What did you think?
It is amazing.
Is it really good?
I think it's as good as the first one.
Oh.
I really do. It's a brilliant way to end, if indeed it does end.
Oh, I thought this was the very
Well,
last.
it is meant to be, but, you know,
Right.
Helen Fielding says maybe she'll get the inspiration and write another one, so here's hoping. It is honestly so good, but you do need to bring your tissues. And I caught up with Renée, Leo, Chiwetel as well, so you'll see that in a few days' time.
Oh, fantastic.
I gave Leo a pie because Rockstar has a pie in it. You need to watch it, you know.
Okay.
You know, trying to
I'm
woo him.
sure he appreciated
He did,
it.
I'm sure.
he appreciated it. I look forward to seeing that, actually, because you do feel as if you've kind of grown up with her.
Yeah.
And she could be Bridget Jones, the grandmother.
She could,
You know,
it can go on
there's
and on.
nothing to stop that.
Yeah, but
Could
it
be-
doesn't disappoint you because it would
Good.
be awful if you were just, you know, didn't live up to anything. It's honestly
Oh,
amazing.
good. I'm really
Yeah.
glad. Tell me about Cher. Turning back time with a sense of humour.
It is genius. I mean, she's got such a good sense of humour. So she does an ad for Uber Eats. This is in Australia. Uber Eats do some great ads. They had Macaulay
do.
Culkin, didn't they, an American one at
That's right,
Christmas.
yeah.
So this is inspired by her 1989 hit Turn Back Time. In the ad, she sort of starts singing I Wish I Could Turn Back Time. She gets a time machine sent on Uber Eats. But then instead of going back to the 80s where she wants, she goes to the 1680s.
Oh, no.
And they accuse her of being a witch because she doesn't age. And she doesn't age because if you look at a picture of her
No.
from the 80s, and you look at a picture of her now, she's 78.
It's ridiculous. She has had some assistance.
Yes.
She has
A
admitted
little-
that.
a little
and
tiny
that's
bit.
absolutely fine. She's Cher. She can do whatever she blinking likes.
She is indeed like. She said, I mean, she obviously gets asked to do commercials all the time, but
Fantastic.
because that was such a funny idea,
Yeah.
she was like, I had to do it.
Of
Love her.
course.
Love Cher.
Another iconic duo doing an advert.
Yes, Meg Ryan, Billy Crystal
Yeah.
have recreated the legendary scene from the cafe.
Oh,
at
yes,
Harry
we all
Met
know that
Sally,
one.
36 years after the original rom-com. Can you believe
Really?
it's been that long?
No, I can't. It's
So,
scary.
I mean, what a movie. So, yeah, they've recreated it. This is for the infamous Super Bowl, so it's going to be one of the ads in the middle of half-time
Oh, right.
on February the 9th. You'll be able to see it if you're watching the Super Bowl. It's for an ad for Howman's. Apparently, they paid $14 million just for the slot, the 60-second slot. That's not even their salaries.
Shush.
Yes,
That's
there you go.
crazy.
I don't know what
well,
they
it must
earn.
be worth their while.
It is. Well, shall we have a look?
Crikey.
I love it!
That's very good.
I know.
That's very clever, isn't it? That's the way to go. Because you've got giant Hollywood stars doing bread adverts. You know, the Warburtons, other breads are available. Did they not have Robert De Niro?
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah. They've
And
had all
Samuel L.
sorts.
Jackson. And
With
all
bread.
these folk. And then you've got Harrison Ford advertising whiskey.
No.
Ach,
Wow.
why
the
not?
money, if they got
I know.
enough
Well, I know
money.
George Clooney does the Nespresso thing,
Yeah,
but he
I
gives
think
all
he's
that
got-
money
yeah.
away. He gives it to charity because he's gorgeous.
Because he's lovely. He
He
loves
is
you as
indeed.
well, doesn't he? I
He's
remember.
amazing.
He
He's
does,
amazing.
yes.
Tell me about Dame Joan Collins, who has landed, well, this is fascinating.
Yeah, so Dame Joan Collins is showing no signs of stopping, and why should she?
Why should she?
She's 91 years old,
For goodness sake.
but she is about to take on quite a controversial character in Wallis Simpson, obviously the American divorcee who
Indeed.
lured Edward VIII
I
away
can
from being
see
king.
that. Can you see
You
that?
can really see that, yeah. So this is a
Yeah.
biopic, and this is obviously he chose her over his duty. This film details the final years, her final years, apparently very shocking final years.
Yes.
It's called The Bitter End. That's the name of
and
the
it was
movie.
a bitter end.
Yeah,
it all got very dark.
Yeah.
But that'll be fascinating.
It will
She'll
be.
be brilliant at that. She will chew up the scenery, will her
She-
Joan.
That's
She
good.
will.
That's a good line. That's like a good review on the poster.
Joan chews up the scenery. No,
Lorraine.
she'll be so good at that. It actually,
Yeah.
and because she just commits to things 100% anyway.
So it's her 92nd birthday in May next year, and she won't have time to celebrate because that's when she's going to be filming. So look out for that one.
92, and look at her, still going strong.
I know.
She's great. She's all
Her
going
and
on at
Cher, we've got them all today.
I know, it's brilliant. Lucy, thank you.
Thank you.
so much.
Did you enjoy that video? There are tons of other entertaining showbiz clips waiting for you on our channel. Don't miss this one.